like we hardly see on this app anymore are the OG makeup routine slash tutorial videos. It's a lot of get ready with me's, and those are fun, but I kind of miss the makeup tutorials. So this is going to be my everyday makeup routine. Not a tutorial, but simply what I do for my makeup every day. So I just have a bare face so far, and I need to go out today. So I start out with mascara. I use the Maybelline, the yellow bottle. I've tried them all. I've tried the blue, I've tried the purple. The yellow is my favorite. The wand is the best in my opinion. And I'm the kind of let me get you closer, actually. I'm the kind of person who just goes in kind of messy with my mascara and then I clean it up afterwards. And I wouldn't say I pack it on, but I feel like doing it messy is the only way to make sure I get mascara on my entire lash. Okay, now for the other eye. You know what I think is funny? Speaking of like the OG style makeup videos, do you remember the like how to take this look from daytime to nighttime whole thing that I swore was going to be a bigger part of my life, and I've only ever had to do that like a few times? If you can hear that noise, it's just the jets flying outside of my window. Okay, now that I look crazy, and now the other eye. Okay, now that I have my eyelashes on, I do my eyebrows with the Maybelline Express Brow in black brown. I love this thing. I used to be a victim of the Anastasia brow pomade and do like the really thick brows, and then I switched over to their pencil, which is like $20, and then I found the Maybelline one. I think this works just as well, and it's like $8 compared to $20. So okay, I go in and mostly put like a defining line on the bottom and then brush up to make it look really natural. I'm not a fan of the soap brows, just a natural, just kind of filled in eyebrow, and then I just kind of sparsely fill it in. So when that's done, not done. Now to the other side. It's hard for me to talk while I do my eyebrows, but again, I just start with the thin line, like really thin, and then brush up. And with my everyday makeup, I'm super like, I don't want to say sloppy, but like I'll just clean it up with my finger. I do a lot of makeup with my fingers. You'll see in a minute. I just kind of throw it on, because unless you're like creating art with your makeup, you know, like the nice eyeshadow looks and stuff, I think the purpose is just to kind of accentuate your features. And so it's just not a big deal for me to have everything like perfect for my everyday look. And then I'm gonna go in with highlight. I wear liquid highlight, and I know this looks scary. It's old, very old. It's the Becca Luminescent Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in Champagne Pop. I just put a pump on my middle finger, and then I go in with my other middle finger and I just do both sides at the same time. I am so sad that Becca went out of business. I wouldn't say they're a huge fan, but I was a big fan of their highlights. You know, oh, if you know, you know, back in the day with the, I have one right here, if you remember these. I use this now because it's a more like dewy, glowy look. That's more the style nowadays. And this thing looks like it's been to war with me, because it has. So yeah, I just blend it in with my fingers. And then at this point, I would put foundation, but I'm not going to today because I don't feel like I need it. If I do have a few spots, I use also the Maybelline Fit Me, the Dewy and Smooth, because I have really dry skin. I'll go in with 225. Again, I just use my finger and just like anywhere that I have like a redness, I guess. Also why I don't wear primers, because I'm not wearing foundation today, but like just a little bit where it's kind of red. And then sometimes I go in with the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in light to medium. There's like a dent in the middle for me doing this, and again on my ring finger. Take a little bit, and then I kind of use this like concealer. Okay, and then I'm pretty much done with the wet products. Now to go in with the powder products. I use my Smashbox. I think this is the Cali Contour. Yep, this is an OG palette for me. The Cali Contour. She's also seen some things she's an old reliable. I go in with the contour and the matte bronze. I just mix them both kind of as my like contour, because that's not enough bronze for me. You'll see what my bronzer is. Shake it off, and then I go into the middles of my cheeks for some contour. And you know what? I didn't even think about it until now, but I couldn't even tell you where my brushes are from. I want to say this is Forever 21. Oh my god, they're so old, I couldn't even tell you. Okay, now that I'm starting to match my neck, and now I go in with my actual bronzer. It's the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. Oh boy, am I gonna be sad when this runs out. It's very warm, very bronze, like what you think of when you think of bronze. They call this one matte bronze, and I get it, matte, but to me, this is bronze, like a bronze statue. You know what I mean? So I go in with the same brush, and this one, I put it in a little more, like, not all over the place, but I'm a little more loose with it. I even take it, like, all over my face, but to just kind of make sure it's, like, blended in, because in the past, I've been known to just have, like, a strip, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, to avoid that, I just, like, focus it in these areas, but I like very loosely blend it everywhere so that it can all look like one cohesive bronze look. I do go heavy with the bronze. I love a bronze look because Desi Perkins is the woman who raised me. So I'm pretty happy with the bronze. Now to go in with blush, I use a Real Techniques, it's all bent. And for blush, I use a Tarte blush in Sensual. She's Broken. Because of how nude it is, I like it to blend into my bronzer, to blend into my face. Again, I'm going for one cohesive piece. I don't want you to be able to like pinpoint where my blush starts and ends, where my bronzer starts and ends. You know, I like it to look like if it's a real blush coming from my cheeks. And so I just start with the apples of my cheeks, and I'm scared to pull it back because I just saw a YouTube video saying how pulling it back can make your face look wider, but I've always kind of pulled it back and kind of blended it into my bronzer and my highlight, and then I'll drag it over my nose, over the bridge of my nose, because if you pay attention, when you get sunburned on the bridge of your nose and also on the forehead. So I add a little bit up there, maybe kind of down there too. As you can see, I just kind of put all the products all over because because I feel like it makes it look nice and blended. That's pretty much it. And to finish it off, I use a chapstick, a Burt's Bees tinted lip balm in Red Dahlia. As you can see, my makeup can kind of look one note, and so a tinted lip just brings out a little bit of color. And this is the final look. I just bring some natural color back to where it belongs in my face. Like the little bit of red on the lips, a little bit of red on the cheeks, you know, the bronze, the contour, a little bit of highlight underneath my eyes and on my cheekbone. And this is my everyday makeup.